Do you have a name, or
Yeah.
can I call you mine?
Wow, that was good.
Thank you.
High five.
Hey there, IQ Factory fam. Welcome back to the channel where we break down the most fascinating topics to keep you ahead of the game. Today, we're diving into the 10 powerful things women say when they want to be laid. Let's face it, sometimes words are more seductive than actions. And trust me, these are the phrases that'll have you doing a double take. Let's get into it. All right, let's kick this off with a phrase that's as subtle as it is electrifying. I can't stop thinking about you. Now, on the surface, it might sound like a simple, sweet declaration, but don't be fooled. There's a lot simmering beneath those words. When a woman says this, it's not just about you being on her mind. It's about how deeply you've managed to infiltrate her thoughts. Think about it. She's not just saying you came up in passing while she was picking out cereal at the grocery store. No, this is her way of saying that you've taken prime real estate in her mental landscape. And it's not just because you're good at making small talk or sending clever texts. This statement oozes both vulnerability and intent. She's letting you know that you're not just some fleeting crush. Instead, you're someone who sparked something deeper, something she can't quite shake. And let's be honest, guys, hearing this is an ego explosion, isn't it? There's nothing quite like being told that you've got that kind of pull on someone. But here's the kicker. It's not just about the words, it's how she says it. Picture this. She's looking at you, her tone's soft, maybe her voice drops just slightly, and there's this unspoken energy in the air. It's not desperate, not clingy, it's confident, yet intimate. It's that perfect mix of sweetness and seduction that leaves you wondering just how far she's willing to let her thoughts about you go. And here's the thing, this phrase doesn't just create a connection, it builds anticipation. It's like she's planting this idea in your mind, making you think, if I'm consuming her thoughts this much, what would it be like if we were together? But wait, there's more. This phrase isn't just about emotions, it's also about control. Think about it. She's letting you know she's been thinking about you, but what she's really doing is making sure you start thinking about her just as much. It's almost like Inception, right? She's sneaking into your head, pulling you into this dance of mutual fascination, and suddenly you're just as hooked as she is. And let's not ignore the fact that this line can come in different flavors depending on the woman. Some might say it playfully, almost like a tease. Imagine her casually dropping it in the middle of a conversation. You know, I can't stop thinking about you. She might even laugh a little, giving you just enough to wonder if she's serious or just having fun. But then there's the other version, the more intense, sultry delivery that feels like a confession. She's not laughing, she's leaning in, and the way she says it makes you feel like the only person in the room. That's when you know it's game on. Now, let's flip the script for a second. Why is this phrase so powerful? It's because it taps into one of the most basic human desires, the need to be desired. When someone tells you they can't stop thinking about you, it activates this primal part of your brain that thrives on attention and validation. It's like a spark that ignites your curiosity, your confidence, and, let's be real, your ego. And the best part, it's not just about stroking your ego, it's about building a bridge between her thoughts and yours. It's her way of saying, I'm putting myself out there, are you ready to meet me halfway? But let's take it a step further. This phrase isn't just about attraction. It's about emotional intimacy. When a woman tells you she can't stop thinking about you, she's opening a door, inviting you into her inner world. And that's a big deal. In a world where people are often guarded and hesitant to be vulnerable, hearing someone admit that you've had that kind of impact on them is huge. It's like she's saying, I trust you enough to let you know that you've gotten under my skin. And trust, well, that's the foundation of something much deeper, isn't it? So how should you respond if you hear this? Well, the worst thing you can do is brush it off or treat it like a joke. That's a surefire way to kill the vibe. Instead, match her energy. If she's being playful, tease her back. Say something like, Oh yeah, what exactly have you been thinking about? Keep it light, keep it fun, but also let her know that you're picking up what she's putting down. If she's being more serious, lean into it. Make eye contact, soften your tone, and say something like, I've been thinking about you too. Trust me, that kind of reciprocity goes a long way. And let's not forget the timing. This phrase doesn't usually come out of nowhere. It's often the culmination of a series of interactions, texts, calls, dates that have been building up to this moment. So if you hear it, take a moment to appreciate the journey that brought you here. Think about the little moments that made her feel this way, the laughs you shared, the way you made her feel seen, the subtle touches that lingered just a little too long. All of that led to this simple yet powerful statement, I can't stop thinking about you. But here's a pro tip, don't let this phrase go to your head. Yes, it's flattering, yes, it's an invitation, but it's also an opportunity. Think of it as a spark. Your job is to fan the flames, not let them die out. Use this moment to deepen the connection, to show her that the feelings are mutual, and to build on the chemistry that's already there. Because let's face it, hearing someone say they can't stop thinking about you is amazing. But knowing that you've created a space where those thoughts can turn into something real, that's where the magic happens. So whether you hear this phrase over the phone, in person, or even in a late night text, remember this. It's not just a statement, it's a stepping stone. It's her way of saying, I'm into you and I'm ready to see where this goes. The question is, are you ready to take the next step? All right, let's move on to one of the most powerful and flattering things you can hear from someone. You make me feel so good. Now, let's not brush past this one. It's more than just a simple compliment. When a woman says this, she's not only acknowledging how you make her feel, she's also opening a door to something deeper. This phrase is layered with meaning, and trust me, it's worth unpacking. First off, let's talk about the emotional weight of these words. At its core, this statement is about connection. It's her way of saying, you're hitting all the right notes for me, emotionally, mentally, and yes, maybe even physically. And guys, let's be real for a second. Hearing something like this from someone you're into, it's a confidence boost like no other. But what makes it truly special is that it's not just about you, it's about how you make her feel. Anyways, let me read this passage. Don't make it off the rails. It's deeply personal and specific to your dynamic, which makes it all the more meaningful. Now, let's dig into the context. When a woman says, you make me feel so good, it's not a throwaway comment. It's deliberate. She's choosing to express this because she wants you to know that you have an impact on her, an influence that goes beyond surface level attraction. Maybe it's the way you listen to her, the inside jokes you share, or how you make her laugh until her sides hurt. Or maybe it's something more subtle, like the way you notice the little things about her that others overlook. Whatever it is, she's calling attention to the fact that you've created a space where she feels good, safe, appreciated, and seen. But here's where it gets interesting. This phrase often has a double meaning. On one level, it's about emotional well-being, how you make her feel happy, confident, and valued. On another level, though, it can be about physical chemistry. Think about it when she says, you make me feel so good. There's a good chance she's not just talking about your sense of humor or your ability to pick the perfect restaurant for date night. She might be hinting at something more intimate, something that's been building between the two of you. It's subtle, yet undeniably charged. And let's not ignore the delivery. When a woman says this, it's not just about the words, it's about how she says them. Imagine this. You're sitting across from her, maybe at dinner or during a quiet moment together, and she looks at you with that unmistakable sparkle in her eyes. Her voice softens, and there's a pause, just long enough to make you really hear what she's saying. You make me feel so good. It's not just a statement, it's a moment, one that lingers in the air and leaves you wondering just how deep her feelings go. Now, let's flip the script for a second. Why is this phrase so powerful? It's because it taps into one of the most universal truths about relationships. We all want to feel like we matter to someone. When she tells you that you make her feel good, she's essentially saying, you're the reason I feel this way. You're the person who brings out the best in me. And that's huge. It's not just about attraction or chemistry. It's about the kind of impact you have on her life. It's about being the person who lights her up, who makes her feel like the best version of herself. But wait, there's more. This phrase isn't just a compliment, it's also a signal. It's her way of saying, I'm ready to take this to the next level. Think about it. When someone makes you feel that good, it's only natural to want more of that feeling, right? By saying this, she's letting you know that she's open, that she's ready to deepen the connection and explore where this could go. And it's like she's handing you the keys to the car and saying, let's take this for a spin and see how far we can go. So, how should you respond if you hear this? Well, first things first, don't overthink it. The last thing you want to do is freeze up or deflect the compliment. Instead, lean into it. A simple, heartfelt response like, I'm glad I can make you feel that way, can go a long way. Or if you're feeling bold, you could say something like, you make me feel pretty amazing too. The key is to match her energy, be genuine, be present, and let her know that the feeling is mutual. But let's also talk about timing. This phrase doesn't usually come out of nowhere. It's often the result of a buildup, a series of moments, conversations, and experiences that have created this sense of closeness. So, if she says it, take a moment to appreciate the journey that brought you here. Think about the little things you've done that might have made her feel this way. The thoughtful gestures, the late night talks, the way you've shown up for her when it mattered most. All of those moments have led to this point where she feels comfortable enough to tell you exactly how much you mean to her. And here's a pro tip, don't let this compliment go to waste. If she's telling you that you make her feel good, use that as an opportunity to deepen the connection. Ask her what it is about you that makes her feel that way. Is it the way you listen, the way you make her laugh, the way you look at her like she's the only person in the room? By digging a little deeper, you're not only showing her that you care, you're also building a stronger foundation for whatever comes next. So if she says, but let's not forget the flip side of this phrase, when she says, you make me feel so good, she's also setting a standard. She's letting you know what she values in a connection. Kindness, attentiveness, chemistry, and it's up to you to keep delivering on that because let's face it, hearing this is amazing, but the real magic lies in consistently being the person who makes her feel that way. So whether she says this during a quiet moment together, over a glass of wine, or even in a playful text, remember this, it's not just a compliment, it's an invitation. It's her way of saying, I see you, I appreciate you, and I want more of what we have together. The question is, are you ready to step up and meet her where she's at? All right, let's dive into one of the most electrifying phrases a woman can utter. I love the way you touch me. Now, this isn't just an innocent compliment. This is a direct line to her desires. The moment those words slip from her lips, it's like setting off a spark in the air, a spark that's filled with anticipation and longing. And imagine this, you're sitting close, maybe sharing a laugh or a moment of connection. She leans in a little closer, her breath warm against your skin, and then she says it. It's a phrase that's both intimate and revealing. When she mentions the way you touch her, she's not just talking about a physical action. No, this is about the emotional electricity that courses through the space between you two. Touch is one of the most powerful languages we can speak. It's primal, it's instinctive, and it transcends words. When she expresses appreciation for your touch, she's acknowledging that you're not just a person in her life, you're someone who moves her, who makes her heart race and her mind whirl. It's as if she's saying, you have a special way of making me feel alive, and think about it. How often do we share those little fleeting moments that can send our hearts racing? A gentle brush of fingers when reaching for some hand resting on her back, or the soft caress of your fingertips as you tuck a strand of hair behind her ear. Each of these moments is a subtle conversation in itself, and when she highlights your touch, she's inviting you to explore that connection further. But why does this phrase hold such power? It's simple, it's an open invitation. When she tells you she loves the way you touch her, it's like she's laying out the roadmap to intimacy. She's signaling that she feels safe with you, that your presence ignites something deep within her. This isn't just about the physical act of touching, it's about the emotional resonance that comes with it. She's revealing her vulnerability and her trust, and that's a beautiful thing. Now, let's get real for a moment. If you hear this coming from a woman, you'd better be tuned in to the energy of the moment. It's a cue that she's ready to take things to the next level. This is the time to lean in closer, to match her energy, and to engage in a dance of connection that both of you find exhilarating. Every touch can become an extension of the words she's just spoken, a way to amplify the chemistry already buzzing between you. So what do you do in response? First, acknowledge it. A simple smile or a subtle nod can go a long way. Then you can ask her what she loves about it. This not only shows that you're interested in her feelings, but it also deepens the intimacy of the moment. You might find her opening up about the kind of touch she enjoys, whether it's soft and gentle or bold and passionate. This exchange can lead to a deeper understanding of each other's desires, creating a rich tapestry of connection. As the conversation unfolds, don't shy away from your own feelings. If her words resonate with you, let her know. Sharing your thoughts can create a beautiful back and forth where both of you feel more comfortable exploring the depths of your desires together. This is the kind of dialogue that can transform a simple interaction into something profoundly intimate. Moreover, think about how this phrase can manifest in the subtleties of your body language. If you're sitting close, let your arm brush against hers as you speak. If you're standing, lean in slightly, creating a physical presence that mirrors the emotional closeness she's inviting. It's all about amplifying the energy and creating a space where both of you feel free to explore your connection. And let's not forget the power of eye contact. When she says, "I love the way you touch me," hold her gaze for just a moment longer. This simple act can intensify the moment, reinforcing the bond between you, while also signaling your interest in taking things further. Eyes are incredibly expressive. They can convey so much more than words ever could. Now, let's consider the aftermath of such a moment. If you handle it well, it can set the stage for an incredible evening. You might find yourselves leaning into each other more, sharing deeper conversations, and exploring the chemistry that's been bubbling beneath the surface. Touch becomes a bridge to intimacy, a way to communicate and connect without the need for words. But remember, the essence of this phrase is about being present and genuine. If you sense that the moment is right, don't hesitate to reciprocate her affection. A gentle touch on her arm, a soft caress on her cheek. These gestures can convey more than you might think. They show that you're not just hearing her words, but you're feeling them too. You're matching her energy and inviting her to continue this beautiful dance of connection. Ultimately, when a woman says, "I love the way you touch me," it's an invitation to explore something deeper. It's a moment when vulnerability meets desire, and both of you have the chance to create something magical together. So the next time those words come your way, embrace the moment fully, dive into the connection, explore the emotions, and let the chemistry between you both guide the way. And the way that I mean that, after all, these are the moments that can lead to unforgettable experiences filled with passion and intimacy. Next, when a woman says, "I wish we could be alone together," it's more than just a casual comment. It's a heartfelt expression of desire wrapped in a layer of intimacy. Imagine this. You're in a crowded cafe, surrounded by friends or even strangers, the noise of laughter and clinking cups filling the air. Amidst all that chaos, she looks at you, her eyes sparkling with a hint of mischief, and utters those words. In that moment, the world around you fades, and it feels like the two of you exist in a secret bubble. This phrase is an invitation to explore a deeper connection, one that transcends the superficiality of public interactions. She's not merely suggesting a change of scenery, she's yearning for a space where vulnerability can thrive. In a world that often feels rushed and chaotic, the need for intimacy grows stronger. It's as if she's saying, let's escape this noise and discover what lies beneath the surface of our connection. The nuance here is crucial. When she expresses this desire, it's not just about wanting to be physically alone. It's about craving a moment where both of you can truly be yourselves. It signals that she values the time spent together and recognizes the potential for something more meaningful. This is where the magic happens, when two people can share thoughts, secrets, and laughter without the distractions of the outside world. The tone in which she delivers this line can vary significantly. It could be playful, teasing, inviting you to imagine what that private moment would look like, or it might come across more earnestly, a soft confession of her feelings. Either way, it's a chance for you to step into that space of intimacy. It's about creating a bubble where the two of you can explore the chemistry that's undeniably brewing between you. Think about what this phrase can lead to. Picture a quiet evening where the two of you find yourselves tucked away in a cozy corner, away from prying eyes. The conversation flows easily, laughter punctuating the air, and suddenly the world outside feels irrelevant. In that moment, your connection deepens. You share stories, dreams, and perhaps even secrets you've never revealed to anyone else. And let's not forget the physical aspect. The energy shifts when it's just the two of you. The small touches become charged with meaning, whether it's a gentle brush of hands or leaning in closer to share a whispered thought. The chemistry crackles in the air, and you can feel the tension building, inviting you both to explore what's unfolding between you. This phrase is also a powerful reminder of the allure of mystery. There's something irresistible about the idea of being together in a space that feels exclusive. It's like she's handing you a key to a door that leads to shared experiences that only the two of you will understand. It's the thrill of knowing that you have something special, something that others don't get to witness. Moreover, when she expresses this desire, it's an acknowledgement of the connection you've built so far. It signifies that she feels comfortable and enough to share this longing with you, and that's no small feat. It speaks volumes about trust, and her willingness to explore what lies ahead. As a man, how do you respond to this invitation? It's essential to match her energy. If you feel the same way, don't hesitate to express your interest. Let her know that the idea excites you. You might say something like, "I've been thinking the same thing," or "I'd love to find that time together." This reciprocity not only affirms her feelings, but also sets the stage for a more intimate experience. However, if you're hesitant or unsure, that's okay too. Communication is vital. Perhaps you can suggest a specific time or place where the two of you can have that private moment. Being open about your feelings helps to build that trust and shows her that you respect her desires. In the end, when she says, "I wish we could be alone together," it's not just a statement, it's an invitation to explore a deeper connection, to peel back the layers of intimacy, and to create a shared experience that is uniquely yours. It's a reminder of the beauty of vulnerability, the thrill of attraction, and the excitement of what could be. So, the next time you hear those words, remember the depth behind them and embrace the opportunity to create something truly special together. Okay, let's dive into this one, because When a woman says, "You have no idea how much I want you," it's not just a statement, it's a full-on declaration of desire. This phrase is as bold as it gets, and it carries with it an undeniable energy that can electrify the air between you two. You see, there's something incredibly powerful about unfiltered attraction. It cuts through the noise, leaving no room for ambiguity or confusion. When she lays her feelings bare like this, it's I'm not just flirting, she's inviting you into a deeper level of intimacy. Imagine the scene. You're having a casual conversation, maybe sharing a laugh or reminiscing about a funny story from your past. Then, out of nowhere, she leans in closer, her eyes locking onto yours with a playful intensity. With a smirk, she says those words, and suddenly your heart races. It's a moment that feels charged, as if the universe has conspired to bring your attention to this pivotal point. You can't help but feel the heat radiating from her, and you know that this isn't just idle chit-chat. This kind of directness is refreshing in a world where so many people dance around their feelings. It strips away the layers of pretense and insecurity, revealing raw, unfiltered desire. And let's be honest, there's nothing hotter than someone who knows exactly what they want. When she lays her cards on the table like this, it's an invitation to step up your game. It's a challenge, a call to action that says, "Are you ready to meet me where I am?" This level of openness can also create a sense of urgency. The acknowledgement that she wants you so much can ignite a fire within you. It often leads to a playful back and forth, where both of you are testing the waters, teasing each other, and building anticipation. The playful banter that follows can be exhilarating. She might lean in closer, her voice taking on a softer, sultrier tone as she continues to express her desire in a more intimate context. And then there's the thrill of the chase. When she boldly states her attraction, it's like a green light, signaling to you that the path to intimacy is clear. It invites you to reciprocate, to share your own feelings, to lean into the moment and see where it leads. This is where the dynamics of flirting and attraction really come into play. You might find yourself responding with your own version of vulnerability, perhaps saying something like, "I've been feeling the same way." And suddenly, the air is thick with possibilities. But remember, confidence is key. When she expresses her desire so openly, it's essential to respond with equal confidence. This doesn't mean you have to match her intensity word for word. It's about being genuine and authentic in your response. A simple smile, a lingering glance, or a playful comeback can go a long way in building that connection. It's about creating a dialogue that flows naturally from her boldness. Additionally, the magic of this phrase lies in its ability to break down barriers. When she says, "You have no idea how much I want you," she's inviting you to step into her world, to understand the depths of her attraction. This opens the door to a more profound conversation about desires, fantasies, and what you both want from each other. It's an opportunity to explore not just physical attraction, but emotional and intellectual connections as well. And let's not forget the power of body language in moments like these. When she delivers this line, pay attention to how she leans in, how her eyes sparkle with mischief, or how her touch lingers just a moment longer than usual. These nonverbal cues are just as telling as her words and can amplify the connection between you two. It's a dance of sorts where each movement and glance adds another layer to the unfolding narrative of attraction. And then, Moreover, the implications of such a statement can lead to exciting adventures. It's not just about the immediate moment, it's about the potential for something deeper, something more meaningful. This phrase can act as a catalyst for exploring each other's desires and boundaries, paving the way for a relationship that's built on mutual attraction and understanding. So the next time you hear a woman say, "You have no idea how much I want you," take a moment to appreciate the weight of those words. Recognize the courage it takes to express such intense feelings. It's not just an invitation, it's a celebration of attraction, a toast to the chemistry that exists between you. And when you respond with your own enthusiasm and openness, it can lead to a connection that transcends the physical, diving into the emotional and the exhilarating unknown. In essence, this phrase is a powerful reminder of the beauty of vulnerability in attraction. It's a dance of words that can lead to something unforgettable. So embrace it, engage with it, and let it guide you into deeper waters where desire and connection intertwine. It's a journey worth It's a journey worth taking, and who knows where it might lead. When a woman drops the line, "I've been thinking about what it would be like to be with you," it's like a spark igniting a flame of curiosity and excitement. This phrase isn't just a casual comment. It's a tantalizing invitation into the realm of possibility, and it can sweep you off your feet if you let it. Imagine this scenario. You're hanging out, maybe sharing a few laughs, and then she leans in a little closer, her voice dropping to a softer tone as she shares this thought. In that moment, the atmosphere shifts. It's not just a conversation anymore. It's an intimate exchange brimming with potential. She's giving you a glimpse into her mind, revealing that you've captured her imagination in ways you might not have anticipated. And what makes this statement so powerful is the inherent mystery behind it. It's not a straightforward declaration, but rather an open-ended exploration of what could be. It plants a seed of intrigue, urging you to think about your own feelings and desires. What would it be like to share a kiss? To spend a night wrapped up in each other's arms? The possibilities swirl around like a whirlwind, each one more enticing than the last. This is a quintessential moment where attraction transcends mere physical chemistry. It's about connection on a deeper level. She's signaling that she's not just interested in a fleeting encounter. She's open to exploring what a relationship could entail. It's about the thrill of the chase, the excitement of the unknown, and the allure of intimacy that could blossom between you two. Consider how this phrase can also serve as a litmus test for your own feelings. It invites you to reflect on whether you're ready to engage in whatever it is she's imagining. Are you prepared to dive into this adventure with her? Or are you hesitant, unsure about what the future holds? This moment creates an electric tension as both of you navigate the uncharted waters of attraction and desire. And furthermore, the way she delivers this line can add layers to its meaning. Is there a glimmer of mischief in her eyes, a playful smirk on her lips? These subtle cues can amplify the message, making it even more inviting. It's like she's daring you to step up, to take the plunge into this enticing scenario she's painted with her words. If you find yourself on the receiving end of this statement, it's essential to respond with equal openness. Acknowledge the curiosity she's sparked in you. Share your own thoughts about what being together might look like. Engage in a playful banter, teasing out the fantasies that lie just beneath the surface. This exchange can build an exhilarating rapport where both of you feel emboldened to express your desires and explore the possibilities together. And let's not forget the allure of anticipation. The very act of imagining what it would be like to be with someone can heighten attraction. It creates a sense of longing, a desire that bubbles beneath the surface, waiting for the right moment to explode. When a woman says she's been thinking about it, she's inviting you into that world of anticipation. And in essence, this phrase is a doorway into intimacy. It encourages vulnerability and authenticity, pushing both partners to reveal their true feelings. It's an opportunity for deeper connection, where laughter, shared dreams, and mutual attraction flourish. The beauty lies in the explore. So next time you hear a woman say, "I've been thinking about what it would be like to be with you," don't let it slip by without acknowledging the significance of those words. Embrace the moment. Dive into the conversation. Explore the possibilities she's laid before you. Who knows? This could be the beginning of an incredible chapter in your lives, filled with passion, connection, and unforgettable memories. Ultimately, this phrase serves as a reminder that the most powerful connections often start with a simple thought, a thought that can lead to thrilling adventures, shared laughter, and an intimacy that resonates long after the moment has passed. Let it inspire you to be bold, to engage, and to step into the exciting unknown that lies ahead. When a woman says, "You're so attractive when you do that," it's more than just flattery. This statement carries a delightful weight, transforming a simple compliment into an electrifying acknowledgement of your allure. Imagine the moment. You're engaged in something enjoyable, perhaps sharing a laugh or passionately discussing a topic that excites you. In that context, her words act like a spotlight, illuminating not just your physical appearance, but also your personality and the unique qualities that draw her in. This phrase is a powerful form of validation, signaling that your actions are not only noticed, but appreciated in a way that stirs her feelings. It's as if she's saying, "I see you, I notice what you do, and it turns me on." It's a subtle yet effective way of expressing desire, all while making you feel good about yourself. There's something intoxicating about knowing that your quirks and unique traits are appreciated. It's a boost to your confidence and an invitation to lean into those qualities even more. Consider the scenarios where this compliment can unfold. Maybe you're telling a funny story and your enthusiasm makes your eyes light up. Or perhaps you're deep in conversation, passionately sharing your thoughts, and she's captivated, not just by your words, but by how you express them. Each moment gives her a glimpse of who you are. And when she acknowledges your attractiveness in these contexts, it's a nod to the connection you're building. And it's not just about looks, it's about the chemistry that's brewing in the air between you two. In this way, her compliment becomes a bridge that deepens the emotional connection. It encourages you to be more of yourself, to let your personality shine through, and to engage with her on a level that feels electric. It's an invitation to explore the depths of attraction beyond the surface. You might find yourself reflecting on what she finds attractive about you, which can lead to an exciting exploration of your own identity and how it resonates with her. Moreover, compliments like this often come with an element of playfulness, adding to the flirtation in the air. It's a dance of sorts, where each acknowledgement invites more interaction. When she says you're attractive during a lighthearted moment, it's a signal to keep the fun going. You might respond with a playful tease or a charming smile, heightening the chemistry and making the atmosphere even more charged. And this back and forth can be exhilarating, creating a rhythm where both of you feel more connected and engaged. Let's not forget the timing of such compliments. The moment she says, "You're so attractive when you do that," can be pivotal. If it's said during a relaxed, intimate setting, like while you're enjoying a cozy evening together, it can feel like a gentle push toward something more. It's an affirmation that propels you forward, suggesting that she's not just enjoying the moment, but is also contemplating where it could lead. In such instances, you may find yourself pondering your next move, encouraged by her words to take a step closer, or perhaps initiate a moment of intimacy. This phrase also opens the door to view vulnerability. When she expresses admiration for your attractiveness, it's an invitation for you to reciprocate. You might find yourself wanting to share, you find attractive about her, creating a beautiful exchange that foster deeper emotional intimacy. This back and forth exchange can lead to a more profound connection where both of you feel seen and valued for who you truly are. Now let's consider how you can respond to such a compliment. The key lies in embracing the moment. You could acknowledge her words with a genuine smile or a playful nod, reinforcing the chemistry in the air. Alternatively, you might choose to turn the tables and compliment her back, creating a mutual appreciation that elevates the interaction. This kind of playful banter adds layers to your connection, making it not just about physical attraction, but also about the emotional and intellectual bonds you share. Ultimately, when a woman tells you you're so attractive when you do that, it's a powerful moment that deserves your full attention. It's a celebration of the unique traits that make you who you are an acknowledgement of the chemistry between you, and an invitation to explore the depths of your connection. So, the next time you hear those words, let them resonate. Recognize the beauty of the moment and respond in kind, embracing the playful, flirtatious energy that comes with such a compliment. This phrase isn't just a line, it's a doorway into deeper intimacy, a chance to explore what makes you both tick. It's about building a connection that goes beyond the surface, making each interaction feel electric and alive. So cherish those moments, lean into them, and let the chemistry flow. The spark that ignites from such compliments can lead to some unforgettable experiences, and who knows where it might take you both. When a woman says, "Let's have some fun tonight," it's more than just an innocent invitation. It's a playful challenge wrapped in flirtation, a subtle nudge that suggests she's ready to explore the chemistry between you two. This phrase carries a weight of excitement and is often loaded with potential for a night that could go in many directions. The beauty of this statement lies in its ambiguity, leaving room for imagination and interpretation. Stay in your power. It now must flow with many direction and interpretation. Imagine the setting. You're hanging out, perhaps at a bar or a cozy cafe, and she leans in with a gleam in her eye as she says this. The way she delivers the line is crucial. Is her tone light and teasing, or is there a hint of something deeper beneath her smile? The energy in the air shifts as the words hang between you like an unspoken promise. She's not just asking for a casual evening. She's inviting you to participate in an adventure, to step out of the mundane and into something exhilarating. This invitation can mean so many things. On one hand, it could be a call for spontaneous fun. Think dancing under the stars, grabbing drinks, or enjoying a late-night drive with the music blasting. On the other hand, it's an alluring suggestion that hints at intimacy, an undercurrent of desire that suggests she's open to exploring a more romantic connection. This duality is part of what makes the phrase so charged with potential. It's an invitation to flirt, to laugh, and perhaps to cross boundaries that have previously kept you both at a distance. When she says, "Let's have some fun tonight," it's essential to read the room, look at her body language, her facial expressions, and the overall vibe of the moment. Is she leaning closer to you, making prolonged eye contact, or mirroring your movements? These cues can amplify the meaning behind her words. If you sense that she's genuinely interested, don't hesitate to reciprocate her enthusiasm. Suggest a spontaneous plan, maybe a late-night ice cream run, a visit to a nearby carnival, or even just a walk in a park where you can talk and connect. It's vital to keep the energy light and playful. This isn't the time for heavy discussions or deep explorations of your future together. Instead, embrace the moment for what it is, a chance to enjoy each other's company and to test the waters of attraction. The more fun you have, the more comfortable she'll feel, and that comfort can lead to deeper connections as the night progresses. As the evening unfolds, allow the conversation to flow naturally. Share stories, laugh at inside jokes, and let the chemistry build organically. If the atmosphere feels right, don't shy away from subtle touches. A hand on her back, a playful nudge, or brushing against her arm. These small gestures can significantly enhance the intimacy of the moment, showing that you're not just interested in having fun, but also in connecting on a deeper level. Moreover, be open to her responses. If she's engaging with your suggestions enthusiastically, that's a solid sign that she's on the same page. However, if she seems hesitant or pulls back, it's crucial to respect her boundaries. The key is to create an environment where both of you feel comfortable and excited about the possibilities. There's a fine line between flirtation and pressure, and recognizing that boundary can make all the difference. Now, let's talk about the aftermath of such an invitation. If the night goes well and you both find yourselves laughing and enjoying each other's company, it could lead to more. Perhaps she'll drop hints about wanting to spend more time together in the future. Or maybe she'll directly express her desire to extend your adventure beyond just one night. This is where things can get interesting. If you're feeling the vibe, don't hesitate to lean in. Suggest meeting again, maybe for another fun outing or something more intimate like a dinner or a movie at home. It's all about keeping the momentum going. On the flip side, if the night doesn't take the direction you initially imagined, that's okay too. Sometimes these casual encounters can blossom into friendships or connections that evolve over time. The important part is to enjoy the moment and appreciate the experience for what it is. Not every night will lead to a romantic escapade, but every interaction can provide insight into what you both want and how you can connect. In conclusion, when a woman says, "Let's have some fun tonight," it's a powerful statement that opens the door to adventure, intimacy, and connection. It's an invitation to let go of inhibitions and embrace spontaneity. So take a deep breath, lean into the moment, and see where the night takes you. You never know what exciting experiences lie ahead when you're willing to embrace the fun. When a woman says, "I feel so comfortable with you," it might sound like a simple statement, but it carries profound implications. This phrase is not just about the absence of awkwardness. It signifies a deep level of trust and emotional safety. Comfort is a vital ingredient in any intimate relationship, and when she expresses this sentiment, she's revealing her vulnerability. She's telling you that she feels at ease with you, that she can be herself without any pretense. Think about it. Comfort is the foundation upon which genuine connections are built. It's about sharing those little moments, whether it's a shared laugh over an inside joke, a quiet moment of reflection, or even a passionate discussion about your dreams and aspirations. When she feels comfortable, she's more open to exploring the relationship further, both emotionally and physically. It's an invitation to deepen your bond, to peel back the layers and discover what lies beneath the surface. In society, we often underestimate the power of comfort. We get caught up in grand gestures and flashy displays of affection. But true intimacy often blooms in the quiet moments of connection. When she tells you she feels comfortable, it's her way of saying she trusts you. She's letting down her guard, allowing you a glimpse into her world. This is a big deal because trust is often a prerequisite for stepping into a more intimate space. Imagine the progression this phrase could lead to. When she expresses her comfort level, it opens the door for deeper conversations. You might find yourselves discussing things you never expected to share, from childhood memories to personal insecurities. These conversations can strengthen your bond and create a deeper emotional connection, paving the way for physical intimacy. The beauty of feeling comfortable with someone is that it fosters an atmosphere of acceptance. You both can embrace each other's flaws, quirks, and imperfections. There's no need to put on a show. You can just be yourselves. This authenticity is incredibly attractive and can lead to a magnetic chemistry that draws you closer together. Moreover, comfort can manifest in physical ways too. It's the gentle touches, the casual brushing of hands, or the way she leans into you during a conversation. Each of these moments signifies a growing trust and a deeper desire for connection. When she says she feels comfortable, it's not merely a compliment. It's an acknowledgement of the chemistry that's building between you two. It's also worth noting that comfort doesn't mean complacency. Feeling comfortable with someone can inspire both partners to explore new dimensions of their relationship. It encourages playful banter, flirting, and even challenging each other in a fun way. This playful aspect can be a precursor to intimacy as it creates an environment where both of you feel free to express your desires and interests. So if you hear her say, "I feel so comfortable with you," take it as an encouraging sign. It's a green light for deeper exploration, both emotionally and physically. It means she's ready to take things to the next level, to explore not just the fun and exciting sides of intimacy, but also the raw, vulnerable moments that forge strong connections. In today's fast-paced world, where connections can often feel superficial, being someone she feels comfortable with is a treasure. It means you're not just a fleeting moment in her life, you're someone she wants to invest in, someone she's considering for a deeper relationship. Keep in mind that with comfort comes responsibility. It's essential to nurture that trust and ensure that her comfort level remains intact. Communicate openly, be attentive to her needs, and create a safe space for her to express herself. This attitude not only strengthens your bond, but also encourages her to share more of herself with you, leading to a more enriched relationship. Ultimately, when she says she feels comfortable with you, it's an invitation to explore the layers of intimacy that lie ahead. It's a powerful statement about the connection you share, one that can lead to exciting new adventures in your relationship. So embrace this moment, celebrate the trust you've built, and be open to where it may lead. After all, in the realm of attraction and intimacy, comfort can be the key that unlocks the door to something truly special. When a woman casually tosses out question, "What are you doing later?" it seems innocent enough on the surface. But dig a little deeper and you realize this is far from a mere inquiry about your schedule. This is a phrase loaded with intrigue and potential. It's an invitation wrapped in a friendly tone, but it carries an underlying message that's hard to ignore. The way she asks can reveal so much about her feelings and intentions. Imagine you're in a relaxed setting, perhaps chatting over drinks or just hanging out after a fun night out, when she leans in slightly, her eyes sparkling with mischief, and asks you what your plans are for later. It's not just about filling the silence. It's a way of testing the waters, gauging your response, and signaling that she's open to something more than just friendly banter. It's as if she's saying, "I want to know if we can take this to the next level." This question is often, again, a catalyst for deeper conversations. It opens the door to all sorts of possibilities. Maybe she's hoping to extend your time together, perhaps suggesting an improv venture or a cozy evening at her place. The ambiguity of the question allows for playful exchange where both of you can flirt and explore the chemistry that's bubbling beneath the surface. If you respond with enthusiasm, suggesting an exciting plan, even playfully proposing your own ideas, you're amplifying that connection. The conversation can shift from casual to intimate in the blink of an eye. You might find yourself laughing or sharing stories and realizing just how much you enjoy each other's company. The phrase itself is an invitation to flirtation, an opportunity to see how far you can push the envelope of your relationship. Now, let's not forget the power dynamics at play here. When she asks, "What are you doing later?" she's positioning herself as someone who is interested in you, someone who wants to spend time with you specifically. This can be incredibly flattering. It's a confidence booster, a reminder that you're on her mind and that she values your presence. But that's not all. This question also creates a space where both parties can be vulnerable. If you're feeling bold, you can take the opportunity to express your own interest. Perhaps you've been thinking about her in a more romantic light, or maybe you've been waiting for the right moment to suggest that you take things further. Responding to her question with honesty and a touch of flirtation could lead to a memorable evening. And what if you're not entirely sure how to respond? That's okay too. The beauty of this question is that it allows for playful banter. You could tease her back, asking what she has in mind, or suggest something spontaneous. Playfulness can be incredibly attractive, and this question gives you the perfect platform to showcase that side of your personality. Another layer to consider is the timing of this question. If it comes after a particularly flirty exchange or a moment where the chemistry is palpable, it's a clear indication that she's ready to take things to a more intimate level. In those moments, it's important to pick up on the signals she's sending. Is she leaning in closer? Is there a sparkle in her eye? These nonverbal cues are just as important as the words she uses. When you hear, "What are you doing later?" it's also an opportunity for you to set the tone for the rest of the evening. You have the chance to steer the conversation in a direction that aligns with your own feelings and intentions. If you're also interested in pursuing something more, you can take the plunge and suggest a place where you both can enjoy each other's company, away from the distractions of the world. But let's not overlook the importance of honesty in such interactions. If you're not feeling the same way, or if you genuinely have other commitments, it's best to communicate that clearly. Being upfront about your feelings fosters trust. which is essential for any relationship, romantic or otherwise. So the next time a woman asks you, "What are you doing later?" take a moment to appreciate the weight of that simple question. Recognize it as an opportunity, the chance to explore the chemistry between you, to share laughter, and maybe even to create a connection that could lead to something deeper. Whether it leads to a spontaneous adventure or a cozy evening in, this question is a powerful tool in the dance of attraction. In the end, it's all about being present in the moment, reading the signs, and responding in a way that feels authentic to you. The magic often lies in the spontaneity of the evening, where play can morph and evolve based on the energy both bring to the table. So embrace the possibilities, have fun with it, and who knows, might just find yourself on the brink of an unforgettable experience. As we wrap up this exploration of the 10 powerful phrases women use when they're feeling flirtatious and adventurous, it's clear that communication in attraction goes beyond mere words. Each phrase carries weight, and the way they're delivered can send your heart racing or leave you pondering possibilities long into the night. It's fascinating how a simple line can evoke such strong emotions and pave the way for deeper connections. Think about it. When someone expresses that they can't stop thinking about you, it's not just a casual comment. It's an invitation into their thoughts, a peek into their desires. Similarly, when a woman says she feels comfortable with you, it's an indication of trust, an essential ingredient for intimacy. Comfort breeds confidence, and that confidence can spark electrifying moments. These phrases highlight that attraction is not just about physical chemistry, it's also about emotional connections. The interplay of words, tone, and body language can create an enticing atmosphere where both parties feel drawn to each other. This dance of attraction is an art in itself, and mastering it can lead to unforgettable experiences. Now, I want you to think about your own experiences. Have you ever used any of these phrases, or perhaps you've heard them from someone special? Each interaction is a chance to learn and grow, to understand not just what you want, but also what the other person is expressing. Being aware of these cues can elevate your dating game, allowing you to navigate the complex waters of attraction with finesse. If you found value in this discussion and want to dive deeper into the world of relationships, dating, and communication, make sure to give us a thumbs up. Your engagement helps us create more content that resonates with you. We're all about fostering connections here at IQ Factory, and your support means the world to us. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, join our community where we explore fascinating topics that not only entertain but also enlighten. We're committed to bringing you insights that empower you in your social interactions, helping you build confidence and navigate your relationships with ease. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Share your stories. What are some memorable phrases you've experienced? Have you ever felt a spark from something someone said? Your anecdotes can inspire others and create a rich dialogue about attraction and connection. As we sign off today, remember that the world of attraction is full of nuances. Listen closely to what others say and pay attention to how they say it. Your intuition, combined with an understanding of these signals, can guide you toward more meaningful encounters. So stay curious about those around you. Keep your confidence high and your communication clear. Every interaction is an opportunity to connect, to learn, and to grow. Until next time, keep your heart open and your mind engaged. This is IQ Factory, and I can't wait to catch you in the next video. Stay classy, and remember, the journey of understanding attraction is just as exciting as the destination.